Okay, so we are solving this big equation here. So we learned these yesterday. We see all this. The first step I always like to do, move everything to one side. And again, it doesn't really matter, but I like when things are positive. It seems to be nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and move these to the other side. So I'm going to add this 3x to the third. I'm going to add this 11x squared. And I'm going to add this 10x. Okay, so that one doesn't have any like term, but we'll just put it in there. So now I'll have nothing on this side. So what do we have? We have x to the fourth plus 4x to the third plus 9x squared plus 10x equal to 0. So there's my function. And now I need to solve this. So I'm going to start with factoring. I do see I can pull an x out of everything as a GCF. So x to the third, 4x squared plus 9x plus 10. All right. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to start writing down my solutions. So I'm just going to put my solutions up here. So right here, I know that 0 is a solution. Because if I put in a 0 here, this becomes 0, multiplies by that, it's going to give me 0. So I do know for sure one of my solutions is 0. Cool. Now I'm working with this. I need to find the solutions to that. That does not factor any further, at least as far as we know. We haven't learned any method for that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this cubic function, and I'm going to graph it. I'm not going to worry about this because I've already solved that portion of this equation. So I'm going to go ahead and graph my cubic that I've got here. And see what we're working with. And this appears to cross once. It looks like it's at -2. I'm going to double check that. Yep, at -2, it's at 0. So now we're at the spot where this cubic has one real solution. But I need 3 because it's cubic. So I'm going to divide this one solution I know out of it. So again, -2. I'm going to go ahead and do synthetic division with this cubic function. So 1, 4, 9, and 10. All right, so from here, I'm going to do my synthetic division to see what am I still left with. Now again, this is a solution. So I can go ahead and add it to my list of solutions that I'm coming up with. So I get a 1. We multiply and we add. We multiply and we add. We multiply and we add. All right. So this quadratic here is x squared plus 2x plus 5. I think we actually did this exact same one the other day. This same quadratic came up. But at this point, I'm going to have to do my quadratic formula because this doesn't factor. There's no factors of 5 that'll ever add to 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do quadratic formula. I'm going to do it up over here. So it's -b plus or minus my b squared minus my 4, my a, and my c, all over 2a. All right, so I'm going to simplify this. I'm expecting imaginary solutions, and then those are going to be my last 2, because again, I know I have 4 total. I've already got 2. I still need 2. All right, so under my root, 4 minus 20. 4 minus 20 is -16, okay? And this one actually works out pretty nicely because we're going to get the square root of -16 is a perfect square. It's 4i. So square rooting a negative always results in an imaginary value. And these are both divisible by 2. So it's going to be -1 plus or minus 2i. And that's going to be my 2 imaginary solutions. So to complete the problem, I can add those to my list of solutions that I've been working on. And now I know that I'm done because I found 1, 2, 3, 4 solutions. And it's 4th power, so it's going to have 4 solutions. So yeah, these are tough ones here. This is, really about as difficult as these can get to. So if you can understand and you can do this, then you're probably feeling pretty good.